From the winding rivers of Australia, a small but mighty creature is worrying scientists. Yabbies, the seemingly harmless freshwater lobster, are now a widespread threat across the globe. With their explosive reproductive capacity and incredible adaptability, they have invaded many freshwater ecosystems, causing serious imbalance. But lurking beneath the surface of this invasion is a more sinister question. Could hundreds of millions of yabbies be carrying mercury, radiation, and a previously undiscovered biological threat? This story is not just about an invasive species, but also a warning about how humans are awakening dangerous changes in the natural world. Go discover invasive Australian yabbies. Are 100 million radioactive crayfish heading for America's rivers? Under the moist mud of Australia's freshwater rivers and lakes, freshwater lobsters called yabbies are quietly expanding their territory. With a sturdy body, strong claws, and strong reproductive ability, they not only survived, but also exploded in numbers. Once freed from their natural boundaries, yabbies began to invade New Zealand and many other freshwater ecosystems, becoming a silent invader. Scientists warn their spread could upset the biological balance, seriously threatening native species. The question now is, can this little lobster change the ecosystem it invades? In recent years, yabbies, freshwater lobsters native to Australia, have begun to expand beyond their natural borders, quietly invading freshwater ecosystems around the world. Their journey is not random, but a result of humans when seafood transportation activities accidentally become a passport for this species. With extraordinary adaptability and amazing reproductive rates, yabbies quickly take over new environments, competing for food sources and upsetting the biological balance. Now, from the peaceful lakes of Australia to the inland rivers of the United States, the menace known as yabbies is emerging. Will humans be able to control this silent invader before freshwater ecosystems are changed forever? As yabbies move through polluted waters, scientists are beginning to ask a scary question. Are they carrying radiation and heavy metals from the environment they once lived in? With the ability to absorb and accumulate toxins from mud, water, and small organisms, Yabbies can become mobile reservoirs of mercury and radiation, toxins that can spread along the food chain. When larger fish, or even humans, eat them, the toxin does not disappear but continues to increase through each biological level. In a world of increasingly serious pollution, Yabbies may be a warning signal of a silent ecological danger: the spread of toxins in the very freshwater ecosystems they dominate. Yabbies, freshwater lobsters from Australia, are quietly shaking up America's freshwater ecosystem. With their rapid reproduction rate and superior adaptability, they not only compete fiercely with native species, but also destroy the natural food chain, causing many aquatic species to decline severely. From ponds to large rivers, Yabbies quickly take over, eating up food sources and reducing fish production, directly threatening the livelihoods of fishermen. Experts warn, this seemingly harmless invasive species may be altering the entire freshwater ecosystem of the United States, a biological threat we are only beginning to recognize. American rivers are overflowing with Yabbies, while native species struggle to survive. Fishermen and scientists are scrambling to find a way to stop this invasive disaster. Could Australian freshwater lobsters become America's next ecological threat? King crabs are no ordinary crab. With a leg span of up to 5.9 feet and weighing more than 22 pounds, they are iconic in the coldest of seas. Living at depths of 656 feet, where the pressure is dozens of times that of sea level, and the temperature is just 32 to 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit. They are strong in the ocean, but fragile when they enter the human world. A temperature rise of just 9 degrees Fahrenheit or a few minutes without oxygen can kill them. Each one is worth $300 to $500, or even more if it reaches the Michelin table alive. But getting them across thousands of miles intact is a daunting challenge. They have open circulatory systems, no lungs, are susceptible to heat stroke, and cannot regulate their environment. Their survival is entirely at the mercy of humans. In the middle of the Bering winter, where the United States and Russia are separated by ice, giant steel ships plow into waters that produce the bulk of the world's king crab. Only the most intrepid fishermen brave the rough waves, cold, and darkness. Steel cages weighing 661 pounds were lowered to a depth of 656 feet, baited with fat herring. After 16 to 20 hours, the cage is pulled up with the living treasure inside, but not all of them are up to standard. Right on the frigid deck, each crab is inspected: size, shell, reflexes. Weak or broken individuals are discarded, even those worth hundreds of dollars. Qualified crabs are put into tanks of circulating, continuously oxygenated seawater. From that moment on, the clock began to count down. Every minute was a challenge for the pump system, the electricity, and the lives of each crab. When the voyage ends, they not only bring back crabs, but also the responsibility of keeping this treasure alive until the dinner table. How do creatures from icy waters survive when they leave the ocean? The secret lies in special tanks where technology, biology, and refrigeration intersect, keeping life alive in every rhythm and millimeter of space. Out there, the seas are never calm for long. A change of wind can turn the calm waters into giant walls of waves. The ship shudders, and inside, millions of dollars of king crab depend on the system's every move. Transporting king crab is unlike any other commodity. It is a live commodity where the slightest delay or mishap can derail the entire voyage. The true value lies in the ability of humans to sustain life in the harshest of environments. When a storm arises, the deck becomes the ultimate test. Cold water whips across, the mooring lines are taut, and the crew must simultaneously maintain balance and ensure the tanks are functioning properly. One small mistake in all their hard work can be lost to the waves. Yet the voyage continues over and over again. Fishermen persevere through the rough waves, bringing back not only precious seafood, but also proof of human determination, bravery, and ability to conquer nature. As the last net is hauled up, the ship, laden with thousands of king crabs, begins to turn back toward port. But the journey is not easy. Big waves, cold winds, and drifting ice are a constant challenge for both the crew and the technology. On the frigid deck, each crab is transferred into a seawater recirculation tank. The pumps, pipes, and oxygenators must operate 24/7. Even a minute of stopping can devalue the cargo. Each tank on the ship is equipped with temperature, oxygen, and salinity sensors, which transmit data to the control room where the captain and engineers monitor every minute. The survival of the cargo, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, depends on each number jumping on the screen.
Try and relieve the pressure on the tank.